Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afiqah Nur Amalina binti Ramli, metric number 11811581, and I'm with my two friends. Alright, so our topic is about the troubleshooting for TCP/IP, which is DNS error. Before we talk about the DNS error, let me explain first what is TCP/IP. TCP/IP, or the Transmission Control Protocol, is a suite of communication protocols used to interconnect network devices on the internet. TCP/IP can also be used as a communication protocols in a private computer network intranet and extranet. Next, what is the design goal for the TCP/IP? Firstly, hardware-software independence. Secondly, built-in failure recovery. Thirdly, reliable service even with high error rates. Fourthly, efficiency, low data overhead. And lastly, allow adding new networks without service disruption. Next, TCP. What is the TCP about? TCP responsible for breaking data down into small packets before they can be sent over network and for assembling the packets again when they arrive to the destination. TCP ensures reliable, verifiable data exchange. Secondly, provides connection-oriented transmission. Thirdly, TCP header. Okay, now the IP. What is the IP? IP takes care of the communication between computers. It is responsible for addressing, sending, and receiving the data packets over the internet. What is the benefit of the IP? Firstly, routes data to destination. Secondly, connectionless best effort transmission. Connectionless means all the packets in the IP network are routed independently. They may not go through the same route. And lastly, IP header. IP header means such as source and destination address, protocol number, checksum, TTL, code representing the enclosed higher layer protocol. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhulwani Maisara binti Pauzi and my metric number is 1181587. Next, I will present about the differences between IPv4, which stand for Internet Protocol version 4, and IPv6, which stand for Internet Protocol version 6. So, firstly, IPv4 is the current version of the Internet Protocol and IPv6 is to make rooms for many more addresses than IPv4. For the size of IP address, IPv4 is 34-bit and IPv6 is 128-bit. Next, for the addressing method, IPv4 is a numeric address and its binary bits are separated by the dot, and IPv6 is an alphanumeric address whose binary bits are separated by a colon. It's also contain hexadecimal. Then for the packet fragmentation, IPv4 fragmentation is done by the sending and forwarding routes, and IPv6 is done by the sender. IPv4 has the broadcast, and both IPv4 and 6 has multicast. And next, address configuration for IPv4. The network need to be configured either manually or with the DHCP. For IPv6, IPv6 supports stateless address configuration SLAAC using Internet Protocol Internet Control Message Protocol version 6, ICMP version 6, or DHCP version 6. Lastly, IPv4 for IPsec, we stand for Internet Protocol Security concerning network is optional, and IPv6 is Internet Protocol Security IPsec concerning network security is mandatory, which means required. So next, there is 3 DNS issue, which the first issue is high TTL value. What is TTL? TTL is time to live. Whenever you have the high TTL values on your records, most probably that it will be lead to the high propagation wait times. So it can also lead to the downtime when moving to the traffic between servers. Thus, the solution is you can change your record to low TTL values, because if you use the low TTL value, it only that you will have to deal with a high query of load. However, if your server can handle the additional load, then there is no problem with it. So second is high DNS latency. High DNS latency is equal to high loading times. It can be result of the DNS name server is not being close to geographic proximity to a large percentage of user who visit your site. Another reason might be the network congestion. Hence, for the solution, high latency range depending on where the problem is at. However, from the experience, changing the DNS servers to the one that are close to your user's location has proved to work. If not, you should retrace the configuration you created before the high latency appears. And thirdly, is this requires you to have the best security features. Sometimes DNS problem are the result of malicious attacks by hackers. They do this by driving the high traffic to your site until it eventually crashes. Hence, the need of investing in alternate security features. Therefore, the solution is to employ the use of a high-performance DDoS, which stand for Distributed Denial of Service Mitigation Device. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shazana Atira binti Ramli, 1181580. Now we go to first question about troubleshooting for TCP/IP, which is the next problem that you all ask. First question, what are tools for troubleshooting of the next problem? Troubleshooting never ends. Problem in your computer can happen at many different levels. So, here are tools for us can use for troubleshooting of DNS, which is DNS console, DNS lookup, DNS command, ipconfig, and DNS log. How to view and configure DNS TTL? We can use command prompt to see what's happening in your computer DNS cache. Type ipconfig/display DNS to view your TTL. Here I put an example before and after a few minutes of ipconfig/display DNS. As you can see, the first picture of time to live for Facebook is 14,079, and in the second picture it goes down to 4,947. Third question, what is caching on the server? Caching on the server are those DNS server that only perform name resolution queries, cache the answer, and return the result to the client. Once the query is stored in cache, next time the query is resolved locally from cache instead of going to the actual site. How to know your laptop is high latency? The latency of the internet connection can be checked by using speedtest.net, which is one of the most popular online speed tests. It will feature in one of the Iron Man movie. If the internet connection can detect a ping lower than 20 milliseconds, it is better. However, anything higher than 150 milliseconds can result in lags. And the last question is how to clear the DNS cache on the DNS server. Go to your command prompt and type ipconfig/flushdns. That's all from us. Thank you.